Your homework this week is to watch this video and recall the key information that I'm going to go through now, and then help me solve a Python programming problem. There are 5 errors that you're going to need to identify and help correct. So you're going to need to take notes, remember the information from the video, and in your next computer science lesson you'll be able to fix this Python code. So just a little bit of recall first. You need to remember what a variable is. Now you'll know that a variable is something that can change throughout a program, but the key bit of information I need you to remember here is proper name for a variable is a named storage location. So proper definition. So a named storage location. Really important that you remember that key bit of information. Named storage location is what I'd like you to remember. Moving on from there. We've often spoke about data types in our computing lessons, and you need to remember the different data types that are available in programming and in computer science. So you can stop for a moment and just have a little think, see if you can test yourself what those different data types are called. I'm going to explain them here, but you're going to need them for your next lesson when you will be asked these questions. So the main data types you need to know are integer, float, string and boolean. You should know already that an integer is a whole number. Any whole number is an integer. A float is a decimal number, and that's important to remember. Then you need to remember that you have strings which are made up of characters. So all the letters, numbers, symbols you can have on a keyboard when put together are a string. Each individual one of those is a character. And lastly, you need to remember that you've got the Boolean data type, which is for true and false variables. So true and false is Boolean. So you will need to remember for your next lesson integer, float, string and Boolean. Okay, we're going to now think about the problem that I've written a Python code for. I have a piggy bank and I'd like to break into my piggy bank and find out how much money is in there. So I need a program that's going to work out how many 1p's there are in there and total that up, how many 2p's, 5p's, 10p's, 20p's, 50p's, £1 coins and £2 coins. So here is my piggy bank, my Lego piggy bank, which I'm now going to break into and empty my piggy bank, and we'll see the grand total of a 2p coin, a 50p coin and a £1 coin. So I know very quickly I've got £1.52. And that we'll come back to in a minute. So that's the grand total of my piggy bank. I'm just going to put that to one side. The program I'd like you to look at is this program here. And if we look at this very quickly, we can see that we're inputting lots of integers into the computer. 1 stand for 1 pennies, 2 stand for 2 pennies, 5 tens, 20s, 50 pounds and £2. All that information is in there. And this program is going to ask the user how many pennies there are, and they can put that in. And then what's going to happen is we're going to have a total, and it's going to use each one of these variable inputs and divide it by however many there are in a pound. So for the pennies, the ones, I've got 1 divided by 100, and for the 2s I've got 2 divided by 50, 5s divided by 20 because there are 20 5p pieces in a pound, and so on. So adding all of that total up will give me the grand total of how much is in my piggy bank. So remember, I had 1 2p, 1 50p and 1 £1 coin. Then after it's added all up, it's going to print a string of you have and in pounds, and then the total, so everything that was added up. So quite a simple program, but as I said, there are 5 errors in this program. So I'm just going to bring in this copy into here, and I'm going to run module and test my program out. And once I've saved my program, straight away I can see that I've got invalid syntax. So the first clue is here, and you're going to fix this. You're going to start off with this in your next lesson, and you're going to quickly fix all of the errors. So the first error is indicating something wrong with the 5. Now this is a little bit misleading because there's actually nothing wrong with my 5 here. If I just close this error, my error occurs because there's something wrong with the previous line. So if we look on the previous line, I've got an integer, I've opened my brackets, integer input, open my brackets for my string, I've got my string, and I've closed my bracket. Now we've got two opening brackets, so we actually need a second closing bracket there to complete this statement. So that's the first error. So you need to look out for this when you get an error message. There's your first error. I should now be able to run and run module again. And let's see what error message I get now. My next error is telling me there's something wrong with £2. Now if we think back to our last lesson when we thought about what our variable names can start with, we need to remember that you cannot start a variable name with a number. So I'm just going to change this here to TWO. So 2_pound. This should now fix this issue. Run module. Watching now. I have no error. And my program is now asking me how many pennies I had. Now I had 0 pennies. How many 2p pieces? I had 1 2p piece. How many 5p pieces? 0. Now I've got a next error. So I've got a traceback error, and it's got here on line 4 an issue. So this is my clue. I'm looking at line 4 and I've got 10 equals int input. How many 10p pieces? Now it's telling me that input is not defined. So I can close this error. Remember, it's on line 4. So we can count down our lines, 1, 2, 3, 4, and we can see here that I've mistyped input. So I can just change this to input. Hopefully now when I run module, I can repeat the code that I had before. So 0 pennies, 1 2p, 0 5p. It's now working so far. How many 20p pieces? 0. How many 50p pieces? I had 1. No pound. Oh, £1 coin and 0 £2 coins. So now I get my next error message. It's telling me that 2 is not defined. This is line 10. So here's the clue. I've got an issue with line 10. Total 1, 2, 5, 10, 20, 50 pound. So there's an error with the word 2 is not defined. So now I'm looking at my code. So again, it's line 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It's here. And if I'm looking at 2 here, comparing it against my variable here 2, I can see that 2 is not defined because it's different spelling or different capitalization on the T. So I can just change this back to a lowercase t, keep my consistency. So that now works. Run module. And now how many pennies? 0, 2 pences, 1, 5 pences, 0, 10 pences, I had 0, 20 pences, 0, 50, I had the 1, pound coins 1, and £2 coins 0. So now I get my next error message. This is the 5th and final error message of what is wrong with this. I've got name print is not defined on line 12. So if I look at line 12, it's fairly obvious. I've got a capital P for a command here, has to be a lowercase. I've changed it to a lowercase. It's now gone purple. Everything's happy. Run module. I should now be able to repeat this. How many pennies? 0, 2 pences, 1, 5 pences, 0, 10 pences, 0. Let's just slide this up a little bit so we can see it. 20 pences, 0, 50 pences, 1, £1 coins, 1, £2 coins, 0. I get a total of £1.52, the grand total of my piggy bank. So I will very carefully put that money back into my piggy bank, and remember how to fix the errors on this code for your next computer science lesson.